Imagine standing on Mars, alone. Above you, the sky is thin, dusty, and strange. Beneath your boots stretches a world of frozen deserts and ancient craters. And somewhere behind you is Earth. A tiny blue world, separated from you by hundreds of millions of kilometers. Today, we know something extraordinary. Mars once had rivers and lakes. It still holds water ice beneath its soil and polar caps. But do not mistake familiarity for safety. Its atmosphere is less than 1% as thick as Earth's. Temperatures can plunge far below freezing. Radiation reaches the surface. Without a pressure-controlled habitat, a human body could not survive there. So why do we keep going back? Why send machines across interplanetary space and dream of sending people after them? Because Mars represents something Earth cannot give us. A second world. Not a replacement for Earth. Not an easy escape. But perhaps a place where human beings could one day build a presence beyond our planet. That sounds like science fiction. But the story of Mars has already begun. And the first clues to whether it could become our home were discovered long before any spacecraft reached its surface. There is a reason Mars keeps appearing in humanity's future. It is not simply because it is close. It is because Earth, for all its beauty, is not guaranteed to remain unchanged forever. Our planet has survived countless natural disasters. Most never threatened civilization. But history has taught us something important. Survival is not the same as permanence. An asteroid could alter the global climate. And far beyond human timescales, even the sun itself will change. Earth is not about to become unlivable now. The point is different. Every generation asks how long its world can protect it. Becoming capable of living somewhere beyond Earth would change that equation. A second world would not make humanity invincible. Mars could not replace Earth, and building a settlement there would be extraordinarily difficult. But imagine a future in which one catastrophe no longer has the power to erase our entire species. Two worlds, two chances. Suddenly, Mars stops looking like a destination for explorers and starts looking like insurance for civilization. But if humanity truly needs another world, one question becomes unavoidable. Why Mars? Why not the Moon or Venus? There is something strange about Mars. Of all the worlds we have studied, it feels strangely familiar. A Martian day is only a little longer than ours. Its seasons change as the planet tilts through space. Water ice remains near its surface. And across its landscape are the scars of an ancient world that once looked very different. The Moon is closer, but it has almost no atmosphere, no global weather, and only a fraction of Earth's gravity. Venus is closer still, yet its surface is an inferno, crushed beneath a thick atmosphere and temperatures hot enough to melt lead. Mars is different. Its gravity is weak, but usable. Its day is familiar. Its poles contain water ice. Its soil contains useful elements. None of this makes Mars easy. It simply makes Mars possible, and that distinction matters more than it seems. Because the question is no longer whether Mars resembles Earth. It doesn't. The real question is whether Mars has enough of what humans need to build something that Earth could never provide. But before we can imagine a home there, we have to confront the part of Mars that makes every dream of settlement so dangerous. The planet itself. Waiting. Mars does not care that we want to live there. Its surface offers almost no protection from the invisible danger above it. Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field shield us from much of the radiation arriving from space. Mars has a much thinner atmosphere and no magnetic field. Then there is the air. The Martian atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide, and its pressure is less than 1% of Earth's. A human cannot simply step outside and breathe. A spacesuit and pressurized habitat are not luxuries there. They are survival. And the cold is relentless. Temperatures can fall far below freezing. Even the dust becomes a problem. But perhaps the most dangerous enemy is the one you cannot see: radiation. Without Earth's thick atmosphere and magnetic field, astronauts on Mars would receive far more radiation than people living on Earth. And then there is gravity. Mars has only about 38% of Earth's surface gravity. We know long periods of low gravity can affect the human body. But we still do not know what years on Mars would do. Every direction leads to another problem. So if Mars is this hostile, how could humans possibly stay there? The answer begins underground. The first Martian homes may not look like homes at all. They may look like shelters built against a world that does not want us there. One possibility is to place habitats beneath the surface, where layers of rock could provide protection from radiation and extreme temperatures. Another is to build structures from materials already on Mars, reducing the amount of construction material launched from Earth. But walls alone would not keep a settlement alive. People need oxygen. NASA's Perseverance has demonstrated that oxygen can be produced from the Martian atmosphere using MOXIE, proving a crucial idea: the planet itself can provide part of what future explorers need. Then comes water. Ice could become drinking water, a source of oxygen, and if technology works at scale, one ingredient for producing rocket fuel. Food would require controlled agriculture, managed water, light, nutrients, and recycled waste. On Mars, recycling would not be a convenience. It could be the difference between a settlement that survives and one that fails. But if we could build a functioning outpost, there is still one problem no machine can solve: how do we get human beings there safely? Getting to Mars is not like crossing an ocean. Even at enormous speeds, the journey takes months. During that time, astronauts would live inside a spacecraft with limited space, limited supplies, and no quick way home. Every system would have to work: air, water, power, food, navigation. A failure that would be inconvenient on Earth could become fatal millions of kilometers away. Then there is radiation. Beyond Earth's protective environment, crews would face a harsher space environment for the entire journey. A spacecraft would need shielding, careful planning, and reliable life support. And when they finally arrive, landing is another danger. Mars has an atmosphere, but it is thin enough to make slowing a spacecraft difficult. Yet it is thick enough to create intense heating during entry. That combination has made landing on Mars one of the hardest challenges in robotic exploration. But humans would face an even greater problem. A cargo mission can fail and become a statistic. A crewed mission cannot. So the first people sent to Mars may not arrive to build a city. They may arrive to prove that humans can survive there at all. And if they succeed, the next question becomes much bigger. How do you turn a temporary expedition into a permanent civilization? A civilization on Mars would begin with something less glamorous than cities. Logistics: every kilogram sent from Earth would carry a cost. Every machine would need spare parts. Every habitat would need maintenance. Every crop would depend on controlled conditions. And every person would depend on systems that could not be repaired at all. So a Martian settlement would have to become independent. Local water, local oxygen, local construction materials. Eventually, locally produced fuel, food, and replacement parts. The goal would not be to recreate Earth, but to build a self-sustaining ecosystem inside an alien world. The first settlement might contain only a few people, then dozens, then hundreds. Habitats could connect. Greenhouses could expand. Laboratories could become workshops. A survival outpost could become infrastructure. But then comes a question we ask. What happens to the people born there? A child raised under Martian gravity would see Earth only as a blue world. Would they still think of themselves as Earthlings? Or would Mars eventually become home? Because the first generation may go to Mars, but the next could belong to it. But there is one truth we cannot escape. Mars is not waiting for us. It has no breathable air, no oceans on its surface, no natural protection from the radiation that surrounds it, and no guarantee that humans could live there for generations. Everything we build would depend on technology. Everything we grow would depend on controlled environments, and every person who goes there would still depend on Earth. At least in the beginning. So perhaps the dream of Mars was never about finding another Earth. It was about discovering how far humanity could go. We have already sent machines across millions of kilometers of space. We have detected ancient water. We have produced oxygen from Martian air. We have learned how to land on a planet that once seemed unreachable. The next step is harder. A human being standing beneath that alien sky and looking back at Earth. Maybe Mars will never become our second home. Maybe the challenges will prove too great. But if one day a child looks up from Mars and sees Earth as a distant blue star, then something extraordinary will have happened. Humanity will no longer belong to one world. And that may be the moment Mars stops being just another planet and becomes the beginning of something new.